Democrats want you to pay for the health care of illegal immigrants. That's one of our topics for today, with none other than AOC confirming our deepest fears. She also blindsides Bernie Sanders on CNN as she pretends to be the Democratic Party's new leader. And the real reason for the government shutdown has just been revealed. I've got all that and more, but before that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Civic Trigger.
So I think the time is long overdue for us to be clear that healthcare is a human right for all, including, by the way, the undocumented in this country.
That was Senator Bernie Sanders confirming why the government is still shut down. They want free healthcare for everyone, which includes illegal immigrants. Now you have to wonder, who's going to pay for all of that? Well, we should probably expect a huge tax hike if ever Democrats get what they want. That's at least one of the possibilities. Now, CNBC had Senator Mark Kelly on recently where they questioned him about the shutdown. It's no secret that they continue to play these games where they're pointing the blame at Republicans. However, many of us are tired of the lies that they continue to spread. Watch how the senator stumbles on his own words as he's asked some tough questions.
And only one person in the Democratic Party has broken with the ranks. It's like, I don't understand it. It hasn't been working well for Democrats with Mamdani.
This is pretty simple. The government does not have to be shut down. It doesn't have to be shut down. We can
Senator,
fix this here in a matter of just a couple days. I mean, this could be easily solved by sitting down at the table.
To get past 60, you need some Democrats to reopen that's what's going to have to happen, Senator. You close the government down because you want $1.5 trillion for all these different things that Schumer wants. It's obvious to everyone, although, maybe you can convince the public that it's the Republicans, but it's not.
Of course, the funding for illegal immigrants is just part of the bigger story, although it's becoming clear that the left is focused on providing federal funds for these individuals. Which brings me to Oregon, that's set to spend twice as much money on illegals compared to the protection of U.S. citizens.
Is reportedly spending more in its budget on health benefits for illegal migrants than it sets aside for state police. Oregon officials expect to allocate $1.5 billion in combined state and federal tax dollars on a program that offers health benefits to illegal migrants from 2025 to 2027. Now, during that very same period, they expect to spend $717 million on the Oregon State Police.
Democrats would have you believe that free healthcare for undocumented individuals is a right-wing conspiracy, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Watch how Fox News' Will Cain destroys that narrative by proving them wrong.
The talk over the past couple of days has been about whether or not illegal immigrants are receiving health care. That's key, not insurance. Illegal immigrants are receiving health care at the emergency room through federal subsidies and reimbursements to hospitals for treating illegal immigrants in the emergency room. But that's just one way that welfare goes to illegal immigrants. Take a look at this chart. This shows households receiving welfare, and it focuses in on the head of the household. If the head of the household, shown in yellow, is an illegal immigrant, well, this, by the way, signifies U.S.-born immigrants. This shows how much you're receiving. But if the head of the household is an illegal immigrant, marked in orange, you can see how much more they are receiving. If someone in that household is illegal, more government services, from Medicaid to food to cash to housing, goes towards that household. The argument over health care is only one part of what we're doing to fund and incentivize illegal immigration.
Let's shift on to AOC since she believes in free healthcare for illegals. Listen to how she tries to tiptoe her way with this question from CNN. And kudos to CNN for actually asking some tough questions.
Can I ask you on this to follow up? Because you said that it is federal law that people, undocumented immigrants, can't get Medicare, Medicaid, the Obamacare subsidies. Do you believe that should be the law, though? Or do you think undocumented immigrants should have access to federally funded health care?
I believe personally that health care is a human right. I believe that every person should be able to go to the doctor. But I believe that right now, federal law is the federal law. And that absolutely, that U.S. citizens and people who pay into our programs deserve to be covered by these programs. And I mean, once again, I do believe that the federal laws that we have on the books are appropriate and
But
are
if
the
you
right
could
ones
choose,
to do.
do you believe that that should be changed?
Pardon?
If you could choose, do you believe that the federal law should be changed?
I don't. I believe in a single-payer healthcare system where if you go in and you need a doctor, you can get the medical attention that you need.
It's like AOC was doing the Macarena just to avoid all of those questions. Now, healthcare is a huge issue for Democrats, one that has contributed to this government shutdown. Chuck Schumer wasn't on CNN, so AOC had to take the lead, even though Bernie Sanders was right next to her. Check out how she blindsides Sanders by saying that the Democratic Party is ready to negotiate with the Republican Party. Make sure that you watch Sanders closely because he definitely looks shocked.
My hope is that we're able to resolve this as quickly as possible. I'm ready to negotiate. Bernie's ready to negotiate. I mean, we are all open and ready to.
Is anyone actually negotiating right
No,
now?
but
Because we hear from
let
Republicans
me
and
reiterate
Democrats
one
on that.
point. Republicans aren't in town. How do you
House
negotiate with people who refuse even to show up to do their job? They're on vacation for what, a month now?
Yes. House Republicans have been on vacation for over.
But the Republican senators are here, and House Speaker Mike Johnson, we've had him on. He said, we've done our job. We passed the clean CR in the House. It's now up to the Senate to make these negotiations.
They need to pick up a phone, Caitlin. They need to pick up a phone. They're saying that they're doing all this work. They are twiddling their thumbs and talking to each other. It is actually an unconscionable abdication and refusal to work.
It's hilarious that no one reacted to AOC's political theatrics of Republicans needing to pick up the phone. It's clear that Democrats are the ones that are holding up this deal. But hey, I want to hear your opinions. Let me know in the comments. Before I go, please drop a like and make sure to subscribe to the Civic Trigger. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.